All right, so on this page of the project, they've given you a credit card statement. And this statement, the interest or the finance charge is calculated using the average daily balance method. Notice they wrote each day out individually, what the balance was, any transactions that were made that day, and the closing balance. So obviously this first day they started at $545. They didn't make any payments and they didn't buy anything new. So the balance stayed the same. Notice that's the case for the first 8 days. And there's nothing there they want you to fill in until we get to day 9. Now notice the difference on day 9 is that there's a number here in the transaction column. It's $125 and it's in parentheses. If it's in parentheses, the transaction, that means you've made a payment. It's a credit to your account. So you take your balance and you would subtract the $125. And when you do that, you get $420 as your new balance. Now notice the next day, the balance is still $420 because nothing happens. So I know that I've done that right. And once again, I put in new numbers here, and I'm just showing you the method for filling in the project worksheet. So don't put 420 on yours. It's not going to be the same answer more than likely. Okay? I'm just showing you how to do it. So this first transaction was a credit. You subtract that from your original balance and you get your new balance here. And it should match with the number right below it. So notice then he continues on. He has a balance of 420. Then he makes a transaction of 55, not in parentheses. That means it's something new he's charged on the account. It adds to the balance. So notice they added $420. They added 55. Got the new balance of $475. We jump up to the top here on day 16 and it continues. Notice there's no transactions for a long time till we get to this square we're supposed to fill in. Once again, there's a transaction. It's not in parentheses. That means it's a new charge. So it's added to our balance. So we take the $475 and add 65 more. Gives me a new balance of $540 on that day. And notice the number just below it. The balance for the next day is exactly the same, which tells me I probably did that right. Okay, we filled in 2 of our squares so far, or rectangles. We continue to the end, no new transactions. The other 2 blanks they have for us to fill in is the average daily balance and the finance charge. So to find the average daily balance, we have to add the balances for all of the days together and divide by the number of days. Now, they told us the total number of days is 31, or we could just look up here and see we did 31 days. They didn't total completely the balances for us. They did the total from this side and they did the total from this side. So we want to add those together so that we have all of the daily balances added together. Okay, so we are going to find the total of our daily balances. And like I said, they made this pretty easy on us. All we have to do is add the 7,300 from the left side to the 8,055 from the right side. And that gives us a total of $15,355. This is our total. We want the average daily balance. So this is our total of balances. To find the average, you divide by the number of days. Okay, so there were 31 days total. We're now going to take our total we had for the balances and divide by 31. When we do that, we get $495.32. So our average daily balance we're going to put in here is $495.32. The only other thing we have left to fill in is the finance charge. With the average daily balance method, to find the finance charge, you take your average daily balance, which we have right here, and you multiply it by the interest rate, which it says is 21%. Move the decimal 2 places to the left, we get 0.21. So to find our finance charge, we're going to take up 0.21 times the average daily balance of $495.32. When we do, we get $104.02. So our finance charge is $104.02 for the month we have given here. Okay, and we've now filled in all of the blanks we needed to. Again, don't put down the exact numbers I have here, but use this as a guide for how to answer those questions.